You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a check on your forecast.
Melissa, what's in store for us today?
Well, it's a hazy, humid start to the day. Sun's been up for about 15 minutes now, and we've got bright skies across metro Atlanta and North Georgia, but it is feeling muggy outside in the 60s. So if you're trying to walk the dog, commute in, don't need an umbrella, but you will get hit with that humidity. For the afternoon, overall mostly sunny skies. Hot, humid outside, and just a 10% chance of a rogue passing shower or thunderstorm. So good pool day, but many of us won't get cooled down unless you dip in that pool from this high heat and humidity. We'll talk about trouble brewing in the tropics in just a bit.
The community is preparing to come together today to host a prayer vigil for a former Metro Atlanta teacher and coach and 3 of his family members.
The Leffler family enjoying a day on the water together when there was a deadly accident.
11 Alive's Molly Oak joining us with a look at how they're being remembered and also the latest on the investigation. Molly.
Investigators are still working to learn the cause of a crash that left 5 people dead. Meanwhile, tonight, a community rallies around the family that lost 4 of their own. That crash happened on Saturday afternoon at the Wilmington River. That's according to the Georgia Department of Natural Resources, which also says 45-year-old Savannah resident was arrested and charged with boating under the influence. According to Georgia DNR, the cause of the crash is still unknown and under investigation. Chris Leffler, his wife Lori, and their sons Zachary and Nathan all died. Robert Chauncey also died as a result of the crash. The Leffler's daughter Katie survived along with 3 other people. Meanwhile, there is a vigil tonight at 6 o'clock at the school at the Student Center so the community can not only remember the family, but also be with Katie. Guys.
Molly, thank you. People in Cobb County say there's a transit nightmare going on. They share with 11 Alive. Cobb Link paratransit vehicles are broken down or just sitting idle, and that's making wait times really long for thousands of people with disabilities who rely on that transportation. For Michael Pike, he says it's really become a huge obstacle for him.
I have had to miss doctor's appointments, reschedule doctor's appointments because they couldn't pick me up or even just did not even show up.
Alive's Bill List looked into the issue and found Cobb Link says it has been hit with all those supply chain issues, but they also plan to borrow and reconfigure 3 senior service vans to help accommodate passengers with disabilities. 8 leased buses with ramps and lifts are also on the way, along with 6 leased minivans.
There is a big change coming to UGA football games this season. No more beer sales at Sanford Stadium. Beer and wine have been for sale at football games since 2019, but only in the club areas. And those are areas that require a pretty pricey donation to the athletic department. So as of now, the university is only selling beer and alcoholic seltzers at basketball and baseball games. Right now, COVID numbers are going up and concerns are too. We just checked the new data from the CDC for you, and it shows that cases are almost 5 times higher this morning than they were just a year ago. Ariana Manise is joining us in studio. So Ariana, take us through what's happening now in Georgia.
Well, Cheryl, despite more people being vaccinated than this time last year, some people even double boosted, cases are still on the rise. And that's because the most notable change that we've seen, fewer mitigation efforts such as mask mandates. Now, last Friday, the CDC reported 110,000 new cases for the national 7-day average. Last year, the 7-day average, it stood at 23,000 cases. Georgia is also seeing an uptick in cases. The Department of Public Health, they're reporting the 7-day average here locally stands at 1,600 new cases per day compared to 600 last year. This trend could continue. That's because Memorial Day was the first holiday since mask mandates were dropped, according to one doctor that we spoke to, which is why health experts say they're concerned history once again could repeat itself.
There's so much pandemic fatigue, so much COVID fatigue that people are not adjusting their mitigation behaviors. There is a great chance that we will have another surge after Memorial Day weekend.
Now, Dr. Fisher says as we head into the summer months, we're outside, we're enjoying the weather. It's still important to stay vigilant due to the latest BA2 Omicron variant. It's known to be more transmissible and contagious than other strands of COVID-19. Back to you.
Here is a look at what you need to know before you get ready to move along with your day.
Atlanta's mayor and the city's police department rolling out a summer safety plan for Atlanta today. The press conference is scheduled for 10:30 this morning at Westside Park.
A bipartisan group of U.S. senators are meeting virtually today on potential gun reform. This comes as the town of Uvalde, Texas, is pleading with President Biden to do something about gun control. One option under consideration seems to be a ban on assault weapons.
President Biden is meeting with the Federal Reserve Chairman today to strategize ways to bring down inflation. Gas prices continue to be one of the main areas of focus. According to AAA, the average price for a gallon in Georgia this morning is $4.14.
Folks are traveling.
I see a couple of people posting on Twitter just how thick the TSA line is. So maybe if you were doing like that off-peak travel, maybe you're heading out on summer break today, be warned.
It's back to the main atrium, if that says anything.
Oh gosh. All
Yeah.
right, take good care out there. Enjoy the day. Today's show is coming up next.